So in this section we will talk about high-level data link control, which is the last topic to talk about in this lecture, and after that we will give time for other activities. The objectives here are understand bit-oriented protocol, know the frame format of HDLC, know the types of HDLC frames. HDLC, the Synchronous Data Link Control Protocol, developed by IBM, is an example of a bit-oriented protocol. HDLC was later standardized by the ISO as the High-Level Data Link Control Protocol, and in HDLC frame format, you have beginning and end sequence. Let's assume this is the beginning and end sequence of your frame. This sequence is also transmitted during any time that the link is idle, so that the sender and receiver can keep their clock synchronized. So the importance of this sequence is not only to determine the start and end of the frame, but also to make sure that the two nodes communicating with each other are synchronized, because if they are not synchronized, they will not be able to decode their data successfully. They have the header section, which include the address and control field. They have the body, which is the payload. It can be variable size. And they have the CRC, which is cyclic redundancy check, which is used for error, not correction, detection. You can make a mistake here in the exam. CRC is not for error correction, it's for detection. So at the end, the frame will look like this. You have beginning sequence and ending sequence, which is this 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 0. And then you have the header, which has the MAC address, source and destination, the body, which is the data, and the CRC, which is used for detecting errors. Types of HDLC frames. The type of frame is determined by the control field. We have I frame, S frame, and U frame. I frame means information frame. S frame means supervisory frame. U frame means unnumbered frame. So in I frame, the first bit is 0. In S frame, the first two bits 1 and 0. In U frame, the first two bits is 1, 1. Now, bit stuffing. What's bit stuffing? Bit stuffing is a mechanism that's used in order to correct cases where the beginning sequence and ending sequence of the frame are repeated within the data. If they are repeated within the data, then the receiving node will think that this is the start of the frame or end of the frame. It will get confused. To solve this problem, if the transmitter detects that we have a repetition of the starting frame or ending sequence frame, then it has to change one or few bits in order to make sure that it's not similar to the starting or ending. And this process, we call it bit stuffing. HDLC protocol beginning and ending sequence is this. And to solve this framing error, we need to change one of the bits with another bit so that we can make sure the receiver can receive the data successfully without dropping any packets.